low pitch and then just disappear. And in the USB it's the opposite. You just have to adjust the TC404 and before that switch to the USB mode, and when you do this then scan and sweep through this signal, the signal of the crystal oscillator, so that you can you hear a tone from high pitch going from high pitch to low pitch. It's just that the direction of the tuning in your main dial of the receiver will be different from the lower sideband one. The T406 and TC404 are in the IF board of the receiver, IF-AF board, and here's the board and the components that you need to adjust. Here's the variable capacitor, which you adjust for the USB, and here's the transformer, which you adjust for LSB. So all you need to do is to adjust these two components, and note that there is a slight interaction between these. So when you adjust one correctly and then you adjust the other, then you have to go back and readjust the other one, and vice versa. But it's very easy to do. In my case, I had to rotate both these transformer screws there and the variable capacitor counterclockwise. And in fact, the variable capacitor have to be turned all the way counterclockwise up to the very end of it, for the USB, for a correct USB and rejection of the LSB. So after you correctly align your receiver, you should hear your crystal oscillator signal as you sweep through it like this. So this is a true single signal capability for your FRG-7 receiver. However, there is a small catch. Because you're tuning your lower sideband and upper sideband BFO frequencies further away from the central point of the filter, you alter the audio tone, the detected audio tone in your LSB and USB. And this happens only in the LSB and USB mode, not in the AM mode, because the BFO is not used there. The thing is that when you tune, for example, the lower sideband BFO further away from the central point of the filter, two things are happening. First, in the lower sideband, you have a greater frequency that is allowed to pass from the ceramic filter, and secondly, you cut off a bit the lower frequencies of the audio spectrum, the detected audio spectrum. Now compare this with the recommended point where you should set the lower sideband BFO according to the manual. You see this point here, the lower frequencies can pass very nicely, but when you shift the BFO to this frequency, the lower frequencies are attenuated. And here you have a limited lower sideband spectrum, but here you have much bigger lower sideband spectrum. So the sound is actually sounds a little bit more shifted towards the higher frequencies, but in practice this is you'll find that LSB signals and USB, of course, are very understandable, no problem at all. And you can, of course, use the tone setting onto your receiver, which is an audio setting, to limit the high frequencies if you want in the audio spectrum. So this somehow balances things out. So enough talking. Let's see the signal FRG-7 in action. Okay, I have to warn you, I have plus 20 decibels of noise in my area, so take this into account. So let's turn up the volume. We are in LSB mode and at the 40 meters ham band. Let's find the signal. This is an LSB mode, lower sideband signals. You notice that there's no upper sideband as I tune the dial, else the signals will be heard scrambled. If there was an upper sideband, I should hear that at that point. Let's tune back a bit. Quick operators here.
Italy Kilo 6, Foxtrot Charlie Delta.
Let's try some CW. There's no upper sideband signal. Okay, not many singles tonight, but you get the idea. So thanks very much for watching. It was Sierra Victor 3 Oscar Romeo Alpha Costa